Hello, Caesar here. This is our latest project. I painted this Coca-Cola elf scene, which I found on the internet. I modified it somewhat. Instead of the elves giving Santa Coca-Cola, they're giving them tequila. We like this scene so much that I'm going to go ahead and recreate this in a life-size 3D. Be doing a life-size Santa Claus and also 12 elves. And I came across this one here. The artist is Matthew Keene. In the description, I'll go ahead and put the link to his video. This is what I have so far. It's still pretty rough. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get it exactly down to emulate exactly what he has on his images here. Oh, let me back up here. One thing. Everything but the ears is his. The ears came from a photograph for a monkey. Took snapshots, photoshopped this, and large scale the ears to the size. Now this is going to be the true 1-to-1 for the elf's head, and I'll be using calipers to go back and forth to get the correct dimensions. Over here is what I have to date. It still needs work, and today I'll be working on the ears. And I'll explain what I've done with the ears in a bit. Now the reason I decided to go with this older gentleman is because he looks very gentle and calm versus this other thing, which my wife freaked out, my daughter freaked out, and she said, my daughter said, "Dad, you're gonna scare the baby." I liked him. In fact, I like him very much. He does look kind of, I don't want to say evil, but look like a misbehaved elf. So I may have to scratch this one here and go with the old man. What I did was use the overhead film, those clear ones you put through your printer and it prints. And I printed this here and cut it out. And this is the ear here. And this ear will line up right here, as you can see. So what I did, I took some wood glue, your regular water glue, whatever, Tide Ball glue, Elmer's glue, whatever you want to call it. Mixed it with a little water. Made my little solution. Grabbed a brush, any kind of brush. I washed it off so I didn't ruin the brush. Then I took an old shirt, sweatshirt, whatever, piece of cloth. I outlined it, cut it out. Once I marked right and left, I took my brush and basically saturated the little earpiece with the glue, allowed it to dry, and once it got very close to where I wanted to, where I could still move it, because if those of you that worked with glue before and you put in a piece of cloth and try to move it later, it's very hard and very stiff. So once I've done that, pinned it on the ear where it actually needs to go. Once it's here, the next step is to build the ear. So what I'll be doing is going into this crock pot over here. This crock pot, I'm melting my clay. And I'll be dipping my brush in there and building up the layers of clay. And once it's roughed out, I'll come back with different tools. What I have here are the safety pins. You can use any kind of pins, a nail, anything you want to use. This is what I used. I just pinned it through. I put 2 to kind of prevent it from pivoting. So right now I have the clay on low in the crock pot. And it's the monster clay. I'm going to dip my brush into this monster clay, and I'm going to do a slow build up, take my time, and it's going to take several passes. I will probably speed up this video because it might get a little boring for some of you. And so this doesn't drip. I'll have this in the bottom to capture my clay as it drips. Now, for the process here, I'm just gonna go ahead and put in a time lapse. I will be wearing this vapor mask since I am enclosed here, and excuse me, and it's too cold to open up a window. So therefore, I have my brushes and the mineral spirits, and I'll be applying this to the head. I'll take this off. Okay, I think that's it for now. I'm gonna let this dry and revisit this tomorrow. And I'll probably add some more texture to it. And using a sponge and thinner, it allows you to give it a kind of a skin-like texture. Probably next week sometime I'll start on the body. And again, thank you, Matthew King, for allowing me to use your likeness of your old man there. Okay.